Good day, everyone. So, today we will discuss to you the process of identity consolidation that under the topic of socialization and development of identity and social relations. But first, we must know what is socialization. So, socialization is the lifelong process of social interaction through which individuals acquire a self-identity and the physical, mental, and social skills needed for survival in society. This means that for individual, it makes possible for them to fully function as children, teenagers, and adults, and through socialization, children learned the culture of the society to which they belong so that they can be integrated into the community, find stable and meaningful satisfactions, and develop their potentials within the framework of the society. And also, children must learn to take account of others, share and cooperate if they want to lead happy and successful lives and to their studies. And also, socialization is a kind of social control exercise for the sake of both group and personal growth, and it is important because it is the key part of individual development. And in socialization, an individual will develop their identity. That is a complex process in which humans develop a clear and unique view of themselves and of their identity. And identity is internal. So, this is how you see your ideal self and who you are to be. And this is the identity you wish others to see you. And it comes about you to past experiences. And the next one is self-confused, a self-concept based on our observations of others people's reactions towards us. The next one is dynamic organization, a dynamic process of mutual influence as a newcomer learns and adjusts to the new environment while being able to personalize the role which is given. Like, for example, a transfer student that soon can be adjust to the new environment or the new school. So the next one is drives, organic urge which can be satisfied in a variety of ways that are learned through cultural experience. Like, for example, when we pray before eating. So that's an example of it. And the next one is abilities and individual histories. And next one, in developing a person's identity, socialization play a big role for that because it gain experience and connection to others that helps identify and develop the identity of an individual. And in identity, there are four categories of identity formation. The first one is identity achievement or crisis leading to commitment, which means the person has completed a period of exploring various choices and has decided they feel is the best for them as an individual. Like, for example, when you know what your purpose in life and dreams. So the next one is foreclosure or commitment without crisis. This means a person often undergoes an identity crisis in order to achieve a genuine sense of self, which an exploration of a sense of self without the commitment. Like, for example, children might mimic what their parents or friends like or how they act. So they like mimic the actions, so that's why. Okay, the next one is identity diffusion, or no commitment. It is a status that characterizes those who have neither explored the option nor made the commitment to an identity. Like, for example, when a teenagers begin thinking about what he would like to pursue as a career, he realizes that it is a question he has not given much thought and one that doesn't really interest him. So he decides not commit himself to a particular career choice at the moment, since he really doesn't know what he wants to be. So yeah. So the next one is moratorium or in crisis. The period where the individual is striving to resolve their own capabilities, parents' wishes, and society's demands on them. Like, for example, many college students who change their majors because they are good in that specific major, so or have an ability toward that major, so they tend to change major. Yeah, so that's all we need to know in regarding to socialization and development of identity and social relations. And now my group mates will discuss to you all the process of consolidation. So yeah.
The process of identity consolidation. Identity consolidation during earlyhood was conceptualized as a process of investing oneself in new adult rules, responsibilities, and contexts, and evaluating one's ongoing experiences in order to contrast a coherent, grounded, and positive identity. So what is identity formation? Identity formation, it is when they reach the period of adolescence that they move beyond from what they were able to organize by way of identity, putting together all elements to create a new whole that will bear the new sets of interests, values, and choices. Here are the 3 stages in identity formation. First is an unclear sense of self or diffusion. At this point, a child has not explored or made identity commitment. Example is when the child is dependent to his or her mother and father or people that surrounds him in terms of the event of his life. Also, one of the examples is the treatment of the parents towards the child. If the parents is irresponsible, it can affect the child's development and the process of their identity. Second is the identification with role models or totality. Before adolescence, children's identities are reflective of the conscious but simple identification with parents. As observed, children take on what they see in terms of behavior and ways of fathers and mothers. Most likely, they develop the same patterns of doing things and acting out rules in the family. Example, the child learned that his father is very loyal and responsible towards his mother and his responsibilities in their family. Then the child starts to role model his father through acting like a man, like his father. Third is an integral self or wholeness. At this stage, adolescents act and behave in a manner distinctly their own, which when put together will manifest an inner sense of self. This process begins in early adolescence and even in early adulthood, when individuals feel free to make choices about studies, jobs, and relationships.
So, when individuals develop a sense of self, thereby being able to identify what is common to oneself from that of others, they understand their uniqueness, decide for themselves, rely on personal judgments, and evaluate themselves in terms of concrete accomplishment. They can also become intimate with others without fear of blurring their personal boundaries.